Ooh, hot coffee. Hey everybody, my name is Matt and this is the Justin Rhodes Show. My bad, no it's not. This is Elk Anchor Homestead. Welcome to Table Talk.
Hello YouTube. Hey YouTube. This is Elk Anchor Homestead. This is Welcome to Table of the Hawk. Welcome to table. Yeah.
Anchor of my soul, you sustain. And when I'm in the storm, you remain good to me. Good to me.
Hey everybody, so like I said, my name is Matt. This is Elk Anchor Homestead. I'm so glad that you stopped in today. Today is Table Talk. What is Table Talk? It's where I sit down at a table and I talk. I want to start off today with thanking you guys. We have a lot more subscribers this week for Table Talk than we did last week. I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this community. We've been trying to figure out a way to refer to you guys, and subscribers just seem so disingenuous and doesn't really put into words how we feel about you guys. So we've come up with the term the Elk Anchor Tribe, and that's really what you guys are. You've become this tribe of people that have come together for a like-minded purpose. You've been so encouraging to us. You've been so supportive to us. For those of you that don't know, I'll link it here, but we've gone through some loss recently, and the Elk and Anchor Tribe has really been amazing in reaching out. So many of you have sent well wishes and prayers and thoughts and internet hugs. Some of you have even shared your story of loss with us, and it's all been so encouraging to us. And so I just want to genuinely say thank you for your concern. Thank you for your care. Thank you for your support. It's been incredible. That kind of brings me to the topic of conversation today. Today I want to talk about community. What is community? Why do we need it? Where does the Elk and Anchor Tribe fit into that? And then I just want to end with a call to the YouTube homesteading community. Let's start off with scripture, where I start off with everything. If I was gonna have a life verse, it would probably be Hebrews 12, 1 and 2. And verse 1 is gonna be the passage that I'm gonna read because it's the most applicable to what I'm gonna be talking about today. It says, "Therefore, since we also have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside every hindrance and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that has been set before us." And that goes perfectly with what I've been thinking about with community. So the Lord has blessed us with an amazing community of people on multiple levels. And He set it up for us to have community on different levels. The first is our family. I have amazing parents. The Lord has blessed me with amazing grandparents that I can look to and aspire to be like. And they have traits that I can look at and say, okay, that's where I want to get to. The Lord has given me amazing siblings. He's given me an amazing wife who is completely supportive of all that I do and right there beside me in the highs and the lows when we're trying out new ventures like YouTube. So I'm just so incredibly blessed to have her. The Lord has given us kids that are far better than we could have ever imagined. The Lord just really blessed me with a community in family. The second is our church family. The Lord has really blessed us with an amazing church family who is supportive of us and encouraging of us, and they really do help us to lay aside every hindrance and sin that clings so close and run the race that's been set before us with endurance. And so we're just so blessed to have them. Friends, I have amazing friends. I have friends that I've had for a really long time. I have friends that I've had for a short amount of time, but I know that I can call them day or night, no matter what's going on, no matter what time it is, and they're gonna drop what they've got going on to be there for me. The other one is the Elk and Anchor Tribe. As I said, you guys have been so supportive of us and reaching out to us and commenting and all of that. That's another community that we have, that we've jumped into. So why do we need community? We were not created to be isolated. We were created to be a part of community. We were created in a family to be a part of a family, And that family helps protect us, it helps support us, it helps teach us. So you've got parents that are protecting and loving and looking out for their kids. They're teaching their kids and training their kids. You've got grandparents that are pouring wealth of knowledge into the parents and into the grandchildren. And then you also have the family that is supporting the grandparents as they're getting older. You have this intergenerational group of people that are together because they're in the same family and they're all together for the purpose of helping each other. So that's the purpose of a family. With a church body, the purpose of community there is so that we're not fighting alone, that we're not living out our faith alone, so that we're not struggling through life alone. We have other people that are on different levels, just like a family, some that are more spiritually mature, some that are more spiritually new in their faith, and they're all coming together to look more like Christ. But the whole purpose of community, and why I like this verse so much, is community is there to help each other out. Like it says, you get this large cloud of witnesses and they're surrounding us, and so therefore let us lay aside every hindrance and the sin that so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that lies before us. And so ultimately, the purpose of community is to help us run with endurance the race that has been set before us. And that's ultimately why I wanted to talk about it today, because there is a need for community in all of our lives. We need to be integrated with people. We need to be connected with people. We need to have people on multiple levels that we can talk to and share things with, and that are there to support us and love us and encourage us, help us grow, help us know. That's where the call to the community comes in. I want to speak directly to the YouTube homesteading community. For those of you that have been doing this for a long time, I want to thank you. Maybe for years you've been putting out YouTube videos, and for years you feel like you're doing this and nobody's paying attention and nobody's watching and nobody likes it. I want to personally thank you for the time and effort that you're putting in. For those of you that have been homesteading, or you've been farming, or you've been gardening for years and years and years, and you're sharing that information on this platform, I want to thank you for what you're doing. It's because of you guys that I'm even here right now talking to this camera. Because had you have asked me a year ago, Matt, tell me about homesteading, I would have pointed you to the Discovery Channel show, because really that's all I knew about homesteading. Now, I knew that I desired to raise my kids on our own property where we had our own animals and we were growing our own food, but I didn't know what homesteading was. Also, that dream that I had, it felt so intangible because I didn't know how to get there, how to do that. But then I came across you guys. I came across people that were putting out such wealth of knowledge on how to start a homestead. What kind of animals should you be looking at on a homestead? What kind of plants should you be growing on a homestead? How can you incorporate permaculture into your homestead? Justin Rhodes, looking at you. Hey Justin, if you watch this video, comment in the description and let me know that you watched it. Thumbs up. But there's so many of you that have been putting out this amazing content, and that is what took this passion that I've had, and you actually gave me a plan of action to reaching that. And so I thank you for the time and effort that it's taken to do that. So what is my call to the YouTube homesteading community? My call is for us to read Hebrews 12:1 and to do it. When I read this passage, I think of a marathon runner or an Olympic runner or anybody who's ever been in any kind of race. The closer you get to the finish line, the louder the crowd gets. As you get closer and closer, you hear the roar of the crowd. No matter how much it hurt or how tired you got in the race, how beat down your body was, how much you didn't want to go on, when you have those people around you, that community of people that's encouraging you and uplifting you, it just makes you want to take off running even harder. Even though you have nothing left, you just keep going and keep going. And the closer you get to the finish line, the louder the crowd gets, and the faster the people are going, so that at the end, even though they're at the most worn out state, they're sprinting towards the finish line because they've got these people that are just encouraging them. And that's what I want this community to be. And that's what this community has been to us. It's been this group of people that have just been encouraging us. We're just starting out. We have no clue what our videos, how they're gonna fly on here, what people are gonna think about them. And we've gotten so much encouragement and feedback and support. And it's been this crowd of people that are encouraging us to run the race that lies before us. Where does Elk Anchor Tribe fit into that? Truthfully, I don't really know. We're still figuring all of that out. We're new to this. There are so many people that are doing so many great, and Big Bear Homestead, Big Bear Farm, Big Bear Acres. I'm gonna completely mess this up, but I need you in the description to put the comment that you said. Basically what he was saying is, the higher the tide gets, what was it? Big Bear, what was it? The higher the tide gets, the higher it raises all the ships. Anyway, the point of it was, as we grow individually, it grows us together as a community. And what that looks like is, the more information that we're sharing with other people, the more they're learning how to do this on their own and be self-sustainable, the more that it's going to impact them and their families and ultimately their communities. Because as we're growing and producing these vegetables and these meats and all of the eggs and all of the things, then it's ultimately going to help our community as well. We're going to be able to teach people in our community how to do the same thing. So my call to the YouTube community is, don't quit. Keep going. If you feel discouraged, there's a crowd of people around you and they're cheering you on and they want to see you succeed and they want to see you do well. If you don't feel like making a video this week, keep doing it. Keep producing these videos. If you feel like nobody's watching, the whole reason I'm here is because of people like you. If you don't feel like going out and milking the cow today, just keep at it and keep going and know why you've started this in the first place. And so really that's my call to the community, is to keep going, to know that there's this crowd of people that want to see you succeed and we want to see you do well. And we're learning from you and we're growing from you and we're on your coattails. We're on the shoulders of giants and you're pushing us up and making us even better. And that's so awesome to me to think about, that in 5 years and 10 years, people can look back on our journey in homesteading and what we're learning from you is gonna help somebody else, because they're gonna see the successes that we've had from you guys and implementing that on our journey to homesteading. And so it's this whole big cycle of us encouraging and helping one another, which is gonna reach more people. We're so excited to be a part of this community and we love you guys. We are so thankful for the support that you've shown us, and we want you to know that you have our support. We're here for you guys. To those of you that have been doing this for a long time, we're genuinely thankful. It's because of you that we're here. To those of you that are just getting started, follow us along on this ride and reach out to those that have been doing it for a long time and encourage them and support them and leave them comments and let them know that you're watching. Well guys, I think that's about all I've got on this topic today. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you for following us on our journey. If you haven't subscribed, click this little thing right here and that will allow you to subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to ring the bell so that you can stay up to date on what we're doing. Share this video if you found it encouraging or helpful, or you know somebody that needs to hear it. And we will see you Friday for our family vlog. All right, thanks guys.